Good afternoon, YouTubers. Welcome back to the channel. As you know, I like to talk about air guns, replica air guns, BB guns, that sort of thing. And I wanted to talk today about the Thompson submachine gun. Okay, because that was quite an oddball thing. I've never, until the other day, seen a real one, fired one, held one, nothing. Anyway, I came across one the other day, which came out of the box, and it was an M1A1 CO2 replica, just like my MP40. Now the MP40, as you know, is superb. It's my favourite submachine gun in the world. This is a BB gun. This is an air gun. It's a replica, and it fires 30 BBs with CO2. And when it arrived, I was thrilled, absolutely thrilled. When I opened the box, I had a huge smile on my face, and I picked it up and I thought, wow, what a superb work of art. This is absolutely brilliant, and it really, really is, in my opinion. You might think differently. But the other day, I got to have a look at someone else's M1A1, which is the American version of the Second World War submachine gun that the army used. Not going to give you a history lesson, but the MP40 was a cheap production copy of the MP38. Okay, the M1A1 was a cheap production copy of the original Thompson submachine gun. And as I opened the box, I looked at the Thompson and I just thought, I'm not smiling. And I remember looking it up and down, thinking to myself, well, it's horrible. Who designed that? Obviously Mr. Thompson designed it, didn't he? I know the answer. It's a rhetorical question. Anyway, I picked it up out of the box and I looked at it and I thought, ooh, it's very heavy. It's all square and boxified. I mean, there's no design gone into this at all. It's dreadful. It's horrible. It's square. You see, if they could have got away with putting a 50-round magazine in a 1911 pistol and firing it fully automatic, they would have done that, okay? But obviously, they will have experimented with it and it will have blown up, or it will have failed. Okay, so they've got to think of something a bit more substantial. So they've gone and created these working parts, which are well over engineered, and they're designed not to break, and so they were really heavy, hard to produce, and they obviously worked. And it's just horrible. The pistol grip is horrible. I haven't got big hands. I'm an average size guy. I've got average size hands, and my hands wouldn't even fit between that horrible buttstock that comes down. It was pressing against here. I'm thinking, well, this is a full-size Thompson replica, you know. The hand grip was horrible. The front pistol grip had been replaced by this horrible plank of wood. The magazine release catch on the MP40, it has a button. Look, that's it. It just requires one button to press. Not the Thompson. That's got this spur that comes all the way around, which you can press from the front or you can lift up from the back, and it's just a completely unnecessary add-on. It's got the two switches, one's for the safety and fire, the other one's for semi and fully auto. We can't have the fully auto in Europe, or certain countries in Europe, certainly not in Spain. So that's fixed. It was only semi-auto. And I thought, well, they're horrible, they're sticking out on stalks. And the whole thing just felt like it had been designed by someone with no imagination whatsoever. Held it up. It wasn't too bad. I've heard people say, oh, it gets a bit of getting used to, because that wasn't too bad. The sights were good. It had protectors around the sights. That was good. I haven't fired it. Didn't fire it. But it's definitely badass. I mean, you can see why the gangsters liked it in Chicago, and you can see why Hollywood very quickly picked up on it, 'cause it's small, you can fit it in the violin case. Where other guns around at the time, the BAR for example, Bonnie and Clyde had a BAR and a Browning automatic rifle, and I would much rather have one Browning automatic rifle than 5 Thompsons, okay, but the BAR never had the imagination and the awe and the Hollywood glitz of the Thompson, and the Thompson just went into legend as a gangster gun, didn't it? And it is badass. A lot of people have died in front of one, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say it's not an effective firearm, because it obviously is and was. But it's horrible. You know, I sit there, I hold it, I look at it, and I just think, I don't like it. Some guns speak to you, and like this one. This is absolutely gorgeous. Super beautiful. I think so. Other people may see beauty in other areas, but I don't see any beauty in Frankenstein's Thompson submachine gun, I'm sorry. I'll have a go of it next week maybe, and I'll tell you what I think, but it's I can't see my opinion changing at all. It's just horrible, it's awful. Thanks for watching.